So this vlog may not be relatable for a lot of people, but I want to give you guys context of where I started from. And 5 years ago in 2019, 2020, I had just gotten fired from engineering. I had very little money. I had no job. I had to move out of my house that I was paying rent for and go live with my aunt to essentially just try to figure out what was next. And I had really clear goals. Most of those were motivated by fear and survival at that point. And I think that's where a lot of people start in their entrepreneurial journey, is from a place of fear, survival, motivation to make more money. And the thing they don't tell you is once you actually do hit the goals, you hit the 20, 30K months consistently, they don't tell you that, there's a new void or a new gap that you hit, which goes from money to purpose and impact and meaning and significance, right? So if any of you guys are sales reps and you're like, hey, my prospects are making money, they don't have pain. That's wrong. They just have a different void that, like, we're all looking for something. It just changes at a different level. So sharing this to say, this is really to document the journey of creating a new purpose. I don't know what my purpose is, guys. And I'm going to be vulnerable and real with you. I am really good at making money at this point. I have a brand online. I have a network. I don't feel motivated in this moment to just go make more money. I could go pull the lever and go hit 20, 30, 40K a month. But I don't want to work. I really don't want to do much of anything. I feel really burnt out. I feel really unmotivated currently. And I don't know what's going to be the new North Star. And that is a weird place to be, because almost all of my entrepreneurial journey, there has been a clear desire, a clear motivation, a clear direction in which I was going. And I have a general idea of things I could do and can do. And at this phase, it's about figuring out, like, we're going to take a lap because this is just a beautiful neighborhood. At this phase, it's about figuring out, like, what's actually going to light me up. And it's funny because I used to sell this offer for, like, TEDx talks, and the prospects were just like, they were always craving, like, meaning and purpose and significance. And, like, I was just in this era of, like, wanting to make more money. And so I could never really relate or understand their problem. Like, I saw it commonly and I was like, okay, so, like, that's your need. That's your problem, is, like, significance. So I'm going to keep you guys in the loop and be real about what am I doing to discover the purpose. I don't think it's just gonna fall on me out of the sky. I think it's gonna come through, I believe it's gonna come through taking action, trying new things, creating content, sharing my journey, journaling, being vulnerable, getting out there. But this year, stripped me of my ego. It stripped me of my relationship that I had with my girlfriend. It stripped me of multiple jobs, partnerships, business partnerships that weren't serving me. And I feel like I've been born again on multiple levels. But, like, coming into that comes with a sense of disorientation, where you're not really sure where you want to go. And it's like this complete fresh start. And I'm not bound by anything or anyone. And the paradox of choice and the paradox of freedom is that once you have it, it can actually be kind of a void, because you have to choose a purpose or choose something next. And there's nothing to choose at that direction for you. Like, when you're younger, you got college, you got university, you got the job, you got the next thing. There's always, like, the next thing. So, like, that becomes your purpose and your mission. But at a phase like this, guys, this sunset vibe out here, so good. This is Lucadia. This is Beacons. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods to just walk, talk, and process life, because it's quiet. and it's beautiful, and it just is expansive and abundant here. Like, look how freaking unbelievably gorgeous that is. All this is to say, I do believe this next year is going to be absolutely incredible. I'm excited to take you guys along for the ride, for the travels, for dating, for relationships, for friendships, for partnerships, both business and romantic, whatever you want to call it, and loop you guys in on what I'm learning, how I'm growing, how I'm integrating it, and how I'm leading through this life, this temporary thing that we've been gifted, that we've been given. And just like a side note, last night I was like reflecting on, we got some EDM music this time. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the vlog, but we got some beats. I was reflecting on one thing a lot of people don't know about me is that, there's no way anyone would know this, but it's just part of my personal story, is my parents almost adopted. They were like this close to giving up. I freaking love the vibes right there. They were like this close to giving up and just getting a kid. Like, in my closet is a scrapbook of like literally the adoption papers for like kids that they were looking at. And after like 2 years of trying, I came through. And so I was just really like leaning into that in terms of like what a miracle it is to be alive in the first place. And then in my situation, what a miracle it was that they didn't give up and strike, just before goal, just before actually getting to have their own kid, and they only had one kid, and that was me. And so I'm feeling like this like pressure, but in a positive way, to really, I know that I've been privileged. I am privileged, that I have so much privilege and opportunity. I just want to make sure I use it for good. Train. My parents live over here. My mom lives over here. She retired to Panama, but always grew up with that train right there. So I'm flying out to Panama tomorrow, and next video will be out in Panama. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.